Tabletop role-playing game shop news. What's new on the shelves of your friendly local GameStop this week? Hello, my lovelies, and welcome. It's 8:36 in the morning. It's the 6th day of December 2024. It's Christmas, and I'm losing my voice. Bah, humbug. Blah, 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 blah. Christmas is humbug. Blah, 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 blah. Let's take a look at what's new on the shelves of our friendly local game store if you're lucky to have one. But don't take my word for it. If you see something you like, call ahead and make sure they have it in stock. Don't go down there and yell at them. And if they don't have it in stock, ask them if they can special order it for you, because we need to keep our brick and mortar mom and pop friendly local game stores open with the odd and coming winter and financial ruin that is supposedly facing this country. Because those tariffs are probably going to make shipping really difficult. But yeah, okay. All right, on top, we've got something from our good friends at Goodman Games. This is Grimtooth's Old School Traps / Against the Thieves Guild Dungeon Crawl Classic. Grimtooth's Old School Traps is $50. It's 150 classic traps from the old Grimtooth's series. Some of those traps are very realistic and based upon normal things and, make sense. Some of them are utterly ridiculous and look like something out of a Rue Goldberg drawing. The trap books used to be really, really huge and popular, but nobody ever actually wanted to run into the trap. So here's the entire collection in one big book. We also have an adventure where you get to use some of those traps. This one's called Against the Thieves Guild, and it features numerous traps that you can go through, where you have to go through the Thieves Guild to get something. I don't know why this picture is so awful. This either looks like a photocopy of a photocopy of a photocopy, or somebody held the book way too close to the camera. But anyways, it's got some adventurers trying to make their ways down the stairs, and there's a slicing thing that is somehow going through a torch. Not sure how that works. This looks like it might have been AI. Then we've got this fire-breathing thing up here, and then we've got a fire-breathing thing up here, and it looks like a pit trap, Indiana Jones pit trap in the wall here. So this might be a little overkill, and something over here, maybe another fire trap. This might be a little overkill. The slicing blade is going through the torch on the wall. There's also a torch over here that this guy's holding. Yeah, this has got to be AI. Because, the proportions are all wrong. The picture makes no sense. Judges Guild using AI and not well. Yeah, this is just awful. Maybe that's why they made it fuzzy on purpose, because, wow, there's just so many things wrong with this picture. Moving on, we've got from the Melsorian Arts Council, Sewers. Sewers, Swyvers, Sewers. It's $42. You are a gang of criminals going through heists and in a big city, and you're sprawling through the city, and then you do stuff to deal with being thieves in a fantasy city. So it's a fantasy city, Thieves Guild, Thieves World, Fafford and Greymaster kind of thing. Looks fun. $42. We've got A Day at Barracuda Beach from All Rolled Up. This is for any D20 fantasy system. It's a one-shot hex crawl. You're out the beach searching for sun when suddenly, something happens. And it's an actual hex ground with a beach and water activities, and you can do those to earn beach points to get prizes. Like you've earned enough beach points that I don't know. It sounds very video gamey. You've earned enough beach points so you can get some sunscreen. You've got your money thing. You've got your sunscreen. You got to do cool beach games to earn those beach points. But don't worry about it too far, because there is something insidious like a crab holding a knife and a barracuda. From Frog God Games, we have Tomb of Horrors, Enemies of the Valiant, and the End of Everything Collector's Edition. This is for any D20 game. It's from one of my favorite companies. Tomb of Horrors is more than 300 new creatures, including winter holiday specials, South American themed monsters, and other things. There's just tons of monsters. The End of Everything is a campaign and setting book imbued with investigating cosmic horror in a typical in the world of Frog God games, with a Cthulhu-like bad guy at the end. It's a adventure path where the world is coming to an end at the hands of a Lovecraftian nightmare, but your adventurers have a chance to change it, possibly. From Which Please Publishing, oh, I get it. Which Please, I get it. Pilgrims of the Goblin Road for Dungeon Crawl Classic. This is a $12 adventure. It's based upon the classic Canterbury Tales. It's you're going on a thing called the Goblin Road. You're traveling together. You're telling each other stories, but there's also goblins and competing monsters and NPCs who might be working against you while you're just traveling to try and get from one pace to the other. It's got puzzles, it's got traps, it's got undead, it's got Christmas themed stuff, it's got themes based upon Canterbury Tales. So land is $12, and it's from DCC, which is, as you know, my favorite retro clone. So awesome. From Exalted Funeral, we have Wasted Youth for the Get in the Van role-playing system. It's a $12 zine of a niche within a niche. If within a niche you are members of a 1980s metal band on the road, where you have to deal with, cops, rednecks, combat rock, fans, vandals, just trying to make money. There might be a vampire, but yeah, we've got Get in the Van. We've got a rock band traveling across the country in the 1980s, and all the type of shenanigans they could get in on a road trip. From Magpie Games, we've got Uncle Iroh's Adventure Guide for the Avatar Legends role-playing game, $39.99. Includes 4 new characters, playbooks, 5 different adventures set in the time period of Avatar Legends, the 10 NPCs such as Len Tu and Toph, one of my favorite characters from Avatar, and just general stuff and tea. From Loke, we have a GM screen for terrain and random encounters. Dungeons and Dragons, or just anything that needs a GM screen. It's a GM screen that also has 100 encounters that come in with it, along with some random tables. So it sounds like it's trying to recreate the Wilderness GM screen adventure pack that Wizards of the Coast came out with a few years ago that many said was the best thing that they did GM screen wise. And of all the GM screens they made for 5e, that one was the best. So it looks like this guy's trying to recreate that, because that one's difficult to find. $20, get you a GM screen with all sorts of other stuff in it, built basically around running wilderness games, or just basically more tables and all the things you need. If you're a GM screen type person, this might be kind of cool. Excuse me. So that one sounds fun. If you're Avatar, sure, why not? This one sounds great. I love teeny little zine games like this. I mean, I know they have a very niche audience. It probably only work as a one-shot, but who knows? And it's $12. Anything for DCC, I appreciate. Anything that these guys do, I appreciate. This one, I mean, it's a zine. It's small. It's $20. It's kind of goofy. I don't know if there's really a Frankie goes to the Frankie and Annette, 1960s, early 70s beach movie turns into a D&D adventure, audience, but you never know. $42 for Blades in the Dark / City of Thieves / Mega City. Melsorian Arts Council usually does really cool, weird stuff, so it'll be cool and weird and different. And I do love city-based campaigns when they're actually run as a city-based campaign, not where you lie to the players. And you know who I'm talking about. So that could be okay. And then we have this, which I normally love. Again, anything for Dungeon Crawl Classic, but this is this is AI, and not very good AI. So shame on you. So I mean, I have no problem using AI. I use AI in my stuff, but if you're going to use AI, just make it look decent. Because just without even trying, I can see 1, 2, 3. 4 problems with this picture. So yeah. So these should all be available on the shelves of your friendly local game store, but don't take my word for it. If any of those sound like something you want to pick up, give them a call and make sure they have it in stock, or if they can special order it with you. This time of the holidays, I feel like the The Sarah McLachlan music should be playing now. This time at the holidays, this time during the holidays, we really need to, take our hard-earned pennies to our friendly local game store, if we even are lucky enough to have one, and do anything we can to help them keep the doors open and the lights on. Even if you buy one dice, one figure, one module, it helps them so much. And it's so important to keep those brick and mortar mom and pop FLGSs open in this coming year stuff. All right. Till next time, I'm the OGGM. Have a great whatever day it is. I'll talk to you later. See ya.
News from the table in the rolling waves. Dice in our hand, we're the dungeon's brave. Adventures tonight with our mighty team.